Good evening, people. Welcome to an old school retro style LXV. Everything's. You're not in a time warp. You're not in a time machine. Unfortunately, we've had to change things up slightly tonight.
Mostly because Vinny doesn't know how to use the other service.
No, I kind of know how to use it, but not know how to use it, if you know what I mean.
So you don't officially know how to use it.
This is going to be like our old shows, a bit rough and ready and less polished because Josh has often joined himself. How dare he, indeed.
You all slag me off and have a go at me when I do it.
Joined by Lloyd and Chris. It's just the Three Stooges tonight, so we're just going to chill, do the usual cool wall bit. I don't even think we've got any news as such, have we, this week?
Well, the only news is I've finally got a desk I'd have to keep setting up every week. And then
You look like you're half laid down, Chris.
Yeah, it's the very ingenious blue tack. That's sort of... fuck. Right.
Don't touch it, it'll fall off.
See?
Now you've got half an head.
Is that a bad thing, really? There we go.
Fuck the FDA, Ryan, indeed.
Yes,
lots
I
of
was
issues. Lots of
green
issues
about
with
that.
PMTA's not getting through now. But we'll kind of gloss over that. With a wee bit. Yeah, I'm fucking massive cans of Kronenberg. So just a few for me tonight as at work. Chris is on the old school bodies.
Damn right.
Remember when Mel Sykes used to do the advert for them? It used to make me chuckle.
Well, I also have that which is the wife's.
Playing with fire, and Lloyd is on the Diet Coke. Good man.
He's been sat in there for 3 weeks. Anything after a week? No, Lloyd ain't been in my fridge for 3 bloody weeks. I'd have no whiskey left. And I'd randomly find underwear on my bloody microphone.
You're never going to live that one down, Lloyd.
No, never.
Just like you'll never live down the fart you did live.
Yeah. Yeah. All our good weeks, everyone. I know Lloyd's had a bit of I can't even say the word. An interesting day today, Lloyd, haven't you, mate?
Yeah, slowly breaking. Done something to my back. It happened during one of my naps.
There you go, folks.
That's what you get for trying to use the Kama Sutra without stretching.
Naps are not good for you.
Naps are normally good for you. It's just not this time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been walking about with a bit of a limp. Every time I step, I get a really shooting pain in my back. So
I'm glad you didn't go into as much detail as you did with me earlier. Thank you for that. Right, then should we do what we're vaping quickly? Chris, you can actually go first for a change tonight, seeing as it's an old school vibe. All yours, Chris.
As always, me sure hog with me Valhalla tour. Still loving that Valhalla. I'm also on my V-sticking with my Juggernaut. Couldn't tell you what I'm vaping in on that because I forgot. And I ain't going to get the bottle to try and figure it out. On the hog, I'm on Custard Crack still. And I'm on something a little different. I'm on my suicide, on a new little Nunu. A suicide 3D printed with my 4S. My first ever brand new RDA that I'd ever bought.
What you done to that airflow?
Absolutely nothing. That's how it always was. And it's fully open.
It just looked like it was bulbous.
Nope, that's the way it's always been. And on that, I'm on some Riot Squad Sublime.
Lovely job.
I love that. Love that.
Yeah, it's nice stuff.
Good evening, Mr. Mosson. I hope you're well, sir. This is the old school retro time machine LXV show tonight. Lloydie, you can go next, my friend.
Nice and quick for me. I've only run in 2 setups. I have the it's on my
hide your face.
Yeah, Atom with the RAF on it. Inside that, I've got Sad Boy. No, I actually polished that up. It just didn't come out too well. Contacts are clean. And then I've got Sad Boy Strawberry Jam Cookie. Yes, cookie in there. Murrells, Vaporoni Murrells, the new Nitrous RDA from Damn Vape on top of that. And that I have got Unicorn Tears from Sad Boy.
How are you finding that one?
It's weird. It's a weird flavour. I can't quite pin anything. The closest thing I've got to it's like a cookie icing almost. Best way to describe the flavour. It's just a bit of mix of everything.
Yeah, it's a bit full on all sorts of things, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's one of them ones. It's a different flavour to everyone.
Yeah.
I get cookie icing. The best. I don't know why.
Okay, I'll go now. Good evening, everyone. Before I go through what I'm vaping, I just want to say it doesn't matter what you use to vape. As long as you're vaping and not smoking away on the stinkies, getting all them cancerous fumes in your lungs. Promote vaping, people. It's everyone's duty. Anyway, I'm on my Vicious Ant Primo with Perseus V2 from Golden Greek. In there, I'm vaping Sad Boy Butter Cookie. And I have my Batman Overkill with Asgard 30mm with a Half Moon drip tip.
That
is
gorgeous.
Yeah. In there I have some Sad Boy Shamrock Cookie, of course. And finally I have my Odin 200 with Fatality RTA. And in there, I also have a Riot Squad tonight, but I have the Cola Cooler.
Oh, that was actually quite nice. That was.
It's one of my favourite cool juices because it's not too cool, and the cola is like an old school roller cola in a way.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and I'm on a stupid little disposable pod from ESM Smock, not the same as Smock. I did a little opening video of one I used the other day. And yeah, it's just a Nick Salt hit from a pod, really. And this one's Fanta. Oh, sorry, orange soda, but it's Fanta.
Fanta orange.
Yeah, it definitely is. But that's me. How are we diddling them, fellas?
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, not bad.
Anyone got any of their eyes on some new?
I've always got my eyes on new, but
is that
my bank balance doesn't let me have it.
Is that a rhubarb and custard with a shot of absinthe, or is it like a V?
Yeah, I saw that. I do have to admit, I am quite a fan of the rhubarb and custard juices. Some of them, the ones that I have tried so far, have been really nice.
See, I hate rhubarb. I absolutely hate rhubarb.
This is weird because I'm not a massive fan of rhubarb and custard, as in like the actual rhubarb physical food.
Yeah.
But as a vape juice and as a sweet, hell yeah.
No.
No.
No, I just don't like rhubarb, full stop. No. Yeah, Drip Axe Blood of Vikings is as good. Rhubarb and custard, apparently.
Yes, it was. That was one of my favourites. But I found the longer you left it, the better it got.
Generally the case with most juices you mix up, though, Chris, isn't it, really? Let's be honest.
Yeah, but I think if I remember right, I think it was like 20 weeks you was meant to leave it or something like that. I would leave it a lot longer than that. Personally, it was really dark. Yeah. I haven't had the Blood of Vikings for quite some time.
Ooh, Christopher's getting some candied nuts and sweet potato juice sent over from the States from his lady friend. That sounds lush. I'm guessing it's not candied nuts and sweet potato in one flavour. Surely they're separate. Surely it's a sweet potato juice and a candied nuts. I hope. Because both together, nuts and sweet potato, would be a bit left field, to say the least. But nuts generally work quite well. Obviously, there's been quite a few nutty-based liquids. No one's ever really nailed a Nutella, have they?
No.
That'd be very difficult to do.
Well, no, it is a combination of candied nuts and sweet potato. That's weird.
I just wouldn't think sweet potato on a vape juice.
Marshmallows on sweet potato with nuts. 4th of July side dish. Nah, doesn't sound too good to me.
It sounds, yeah, that sounds even worse, other than candied nuts. Candied nuts, it just sounds wrong, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at my candy nuts.
I don't
You want to try my
nuts
candy
again.
nuts?
Excuse me. Sorry, I was having a vape. Yeah, okay. Anyone else? What else is there? Anyone running in the chat? There's not many in there. There's only 9 at the minute. Come on, where are you all? Share the link, people. Share the love.
Well, I said they're probably all still in shock that we've actually came online on time.
Yeah, that's true, Tracy. It is an American juice, so it probably will taste pretty amazing. And yeah, weird food combos do work.
I've always wanted to know, what is it with having peanut butter in pretty much every single chocolate that they have over there?
Because it works.
Evening, Craig. Craig's on some vanilla almond milk. What, vaping it or drinking it?
Either way, no thanks. I've tried almond milk before, and
I don't know. As a vape, if it's quite sweet with the vanilla, it
maybe
worked quite well. But it's just like a vanilla milkshake, wasn't it? Really?
Calories.
Because peanut butter is the food of gods. No, it isn't.
No, it's not.
Peanut butter is vile. I
like peanut butter.
I like peanuts. I don't like peanut butter.
It's pretty good to you.
What makes that flavour of juice, Craig? That sounds quite interesting, the vanilla almond milk. For me, anyway. Yeah. Bulletproof coffee vape.
Tracy's on some...
Coffee vapes really quite well, especially if it's a decent one, anyway.
Tracy says she's on some Brawl and Blaster lemon puff and some Sad Boy Unicorn Tears. Yeah. How are you finding that one, Tracy?
Keto. Cheers, Craig. And how are you finding the Brawl and Blaster custards? I don't know if they're going to send me them.
Nick's on the Tub Thumping Brews pound cake on his tripod.
Tripod and mix. Nice setup there, mate.
I don't even think I've knocked up my fluff. I have.
Yes, Mr. Moss and I agree. Someone does need. Who was we talking to about a maple bacon flavour? Was that last week?
Last week in the chat.
Yeah.
That would really work, I think. A maple bacon. It'll either be really nice or be fucking horrible, let's be honest.
I have a funny feeling it'd probably be a bit on the nasty side because of the smoky flavour. It probably tastes like you.
Yeah, but the maple might counter that out with the sweetness. It depends how sweet it goes with a maple, I suppose.
But then are you trying to say it'd be an unsmoked bacon? Because that is sacrilege.
No, all bacon has to be smoked, Christopher.
Yes, I totally agree.
But when you add in the maple side of it, it might equate some of the smokiness out. It depends on the mixology. And the yin and the yang.
Let's check YouTube out.
YouTube's fine, because otherwise people won't be commenting, because that's the only place we're live.
Yeah, I literally just turn on YouTube, and the first thing I see is an old picture of you in your dungarees with your orange bloody belts going...
On YouTube? I'm trying to think where that's from. Oh, that's
your early days.
Yeah, it's my Avid Life.
AV,
yes. Zombie.
And there's also a very, very young Vic under there as well.
Yeah.
Jeez,
that popped up in my
that's 6 years ago for Vic, but I'm not sure 2 years ago for your AV.
Yeah.
So it'd be around... You've still got the bare brick.
Yeah.
That's going back some.
Not that far.
Still 2 years.
And I'm still not happy with the studio.
Oh, no, you was talking to me about changing it up earlier.
Yeah.
He was saying that to me before the show. He's like, I might...
Yeah, what do we think, folks? I think I need a bit of colour as well. I did the grey because grey's great for recording, but it's just a bit bland, isn't it? It's a bit vanilla. I want a bit of colour, a bit of...
I can't say much. I stare at a white wall, so
It's either that or I'll go for some LED backlighting type thing and get a bit of colour that way on it.
Or you could have a
that's what I
big
do.
mural of yourself painted on the back wall.
Oh, I actually thought about that, Chris. Not narcissistic at all. My green and white RX, Gavin, no, it died about 4 months ago. I tried to use it on the show and it went puff. Completely frazzled. So it lasted nearly 6 years.
Is he on about the RX 200?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
love
it on a show, didn't I?
Yeah, I remember having a red one. That was a
Yeah.
brilliant little mod, that was.
It wasn't bloody little, mate. Jesus.
Well, considering what I walk around with most days.
That was my first proper power mod, if you like, was my RX. And it was actually Gavin's brother that twisted my arm into getting it. Yes, Ryan, I'm sure you could do it. There's get your mixing juices flowing, Ryan, and try to do as a maple bacon.
I'll send it to all of us and we'll try it live on air.
And then charge me a fortune for buying a recipe if it's any good.
Yeah, I'll just nick it off you for free. Back to you paid, and then I'll just get a copy, and everyone else ends up with a copy.
Yeah, happy days, Gav. They was, mate. That thing used to chill, man. I used to run an old Wismec RDTA on it. I can't even remember what it's called now. It was all glass. It was fine until you dropped it, and it's fucking shattered.
I think. Oh God, what was I running on mine? I think mine was the original Cleto.
Yeah,
I
just got into rebuilding at that point. I had this Wismec RDTA and the old. Oh God, what was it? Oh, I can't remember what it was called. Griffin 25 RTA is my first RTA, man.
My first RTA was given to me by a friend of mine. As I came down, I travelled like a good distance to help him out of a bit of trouble with his bike. And he just gave me it with some wire and a bit of cotton and things like that because I'd never tried a rebuild before. And he sort of taught me through it. And he gave me this little copper RDA. It didn't have a mouthpiece because the entire RDA was meant to be, like the air cap was meant to be a mouthpiece. Obviously being made out of pure copper, if you didn't clean it every 25, 30 seconds, it can't. Yeah.
But
it did get me. Yeah. It was literally like sticking a penny in my mouth every time. But it did get me into building.
Yeah.
I think it was a 22 mil as well.
Ryan said he loves the old school Coleto 120. I still run a 120, Ryan. That's my stock coil tank of choice for my juice reviews at the minute.
Yeah, I actually did like that.
Because obviously I'm not using smock anymore. Wankers.
Only because I thought I'd send you free shit again.
No, they won't. All because I was a nurse and didn't want to do reviews through the pandemic. Fuck off, smock.
Gavin says his was the Coleto V1. That was a learning experience.
I remember when I had my cool fire. When the cotton used to go, I used to be able to get into the stock coils, pull the cotton out of the stock coils, and recoil the stock coils with fresh cotton.
I remember trying to do that. First time I did it, I pulled the single leg and ended up just straightening the entire wire. So I tried rewrapping it, and it didn't work. I tried a bunch of other times pulling everything out together and keeping the core.
It used to really ruin ceramic tweezers doing it, though. Because it was always too big to get in the little hole, and I'd start shaving sides off the ceramic as I'm trying to get them in, put the cotton in.
I could never get them back in once I'd actually re-whipped them. It just wouldn't happen.
Jesus, right? A drop box 60. Jesus.
I'm trying to remember that one.
It's that all in one shit.
Yeah. I started learning how to build on an RBA.
That's why you can't wick RTAs then, Lloyd.
Yeah. Do you remember
I
when you
can wick them. I just prefer the flavour of an RDA.
Do you remember when everybody had a craze for buying the RBA decks for like the smock
Yeah.
tanks and things like that?
And there was a bitch to wick.
I didn't find them too hard. I just found them annoying because I would genuinely put too big a coil for the actual entire tank to go on. So they'd be touching the sides and I wouldn't realise. That would be like, fuck. So of course you'd have to rip them back out.
Yeah. Smock TFV8, big baby beast. Jesus. The RBA. Again, they were so small and tiny, it was a fucking proper pain in the ass.
I had that, the little RBA. I had the middle-sized one and the big boy.
Yeah, at least when Smock went too big and went for the really massive coils, the RBAs maxed and was massive as well, so you actually had room to put a decent coil in it.
Yeah.
But then the screws would thread because you tighten up your coil and you'd be fucked anyway. So, nice way, Smock.
I was forever screwing up them bloody little grub screws.
Yeah.
They were a cunt and half as tight. Get it just right.
Yeah.
And you'd always round them off as well, and you'd end up stuck in there, and you'd end up either having to drill it out and retap it if you was like me and lucky enough to have a tap and die set small enough, or you just have to throw the entire RBA deck off and buy a new one.
Just buy another one.
Yeah, just because of one grub screw.
The RBA I learnt on was the one for the Kangaroo Shoe Box kit.
Yeah.
Kangaroo Brick Box. That's where I know one, because that was like a big red mod and they came with the matching RDA, wasn't they?
Yeah, it's a squonk basically, Chris.
Yeah, I remember trying one of them in the early days of me vaping.
Yeah, it leaked everywhere. 6 wraps, 26 gauge, 980. I'm trying to think how big that would be. What diameter, Nick? I'm guessing 2.5 mil. Because you wouldn't fit a 3 mil in there, would you?
Depends on the RDA, on the big baby, on the big beast. I think you might have just about squeezed the 3 set of in 3 million diameter, but only just.
It's going to be a squeeze, man. In the old days.
Yeah, that'd be practically touchy.
Yeah, you're not going to have much room. Although it wick quite well.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, still, you love that mad eye, Chris.
2.5 mil, yeah. TFV 4 mini RDA saw head.
Yeah, the little RBA coils. Even now they're still shit. Let's be honest. You can never get them to wick just right like a stock coil. In theory, they should do because of the superior cotton, and it should wick better. But it just never wick right, though, in my opinion, anyway. I know there's a lot of the plug and play pod things that come with RBAs now. I can't imagine them wicking any better, really, if I'm honest.
All right, then. Question for you too.
Go on.
What is your top 3 favourite stock coil tanks?
Oh, no, because I've got to say Smock.
You don't have to. There are others.
TFV 16 Smock would be my first one, unfortunately, with the dual coil mesh, not the single, not the triple. It has to be the dual coil. Next to Coil 120, whichever version you get, because they're basically the same. Third, probably go to Cerebus from Geek Vape. Or the Falcon from Horizon Tech. Falcon was decent because it came with that new cotton, didn't it? With the seaweed fibers in it and things.
Yeah, the bamboo cotton and that.
What about you, Lloyd?
I'd have to agree with Ifri.
Yeah. They're pretty decent. Go on then, Chris. You asked, what's yours?
It'd be the Cleto 120. Then it'd be the Free Max Mesh Pro, because that was a banging little RDA. Well, tank. RDA, you know. Fucking hell. Possibly for my third. Probably the Big Beast.
Yeah. I mean, as much as I say I hate Smock now, I've still got 3 TFV 16s behind me, and I must have given at least 4 away. They sent me 8 of them fuckers. I gave your friend one and all, Lloyd, didn't I?
Yeah.
Nick says,
I don't think he's bought him just yet. He's put it off.
Mesh Pro. Yeah. I sometimes think mesh isn't that great as a stock coil one, but sometimes it really is. It just depends. It can be really hit and miss for me, mesh in general.
The only ones I like from the Free Max were the dual. The dual, or the triple.
See, I really like the mesh coils for the flavor, but
Yeah.
you go through them too quickly, and you end up having to spend a fortune on keeping up on stock coils. Which, when you're not used to paying that because you always use RDA, is a bit of a pain in the arse.
Definitely. Tracy says the Free Max tanks and coils are the best. Chris Mosson, TFV 18 is immense. It certainly is. It really is.
The biggest problem for me was the coils would burn out too easy.
On
But
which,
then-
Chris?
The 18, the TFV 18. Well, any of the smocks, to be honest. I used to kill the coils off so quick.
Yeah, but that was one of them. That's when the new generation of coils came out, Chris, and they were a massive. It was after the Nord coils, and they used the same technology from the Nord coils in them, just made it bigger. I think my personal best on a TFE 18 coil was 6 weeks.
Okay.
I'm not telling you my quickest.
15 minutes.
one fucking day, not even a full day, like a half day. Just fucking burn it out.
Yeah,
Let's
you
just
can ask
come out
Vinny.
useful.
You can ask Vinny. He literally could. He didn't believe me when I first told him. When I was on the, what was it? The T-Proof. Back in the early days when I first started doing admin work for you on your page, I put a brand new stock coil. I literally did a video putting the new coil in, wicking it all up properly, put the tank together. Literally 15 minutes later, the coil was gone. It was done for. And he couldn't believe how quick I could burn through them. I think that was on Viking Blood as well.
Yeah, I wonder how much sucrose was in that bugger, Chris.
I don't know, but it was beautiful.
Bobby never shied away from sucrose, did he?
No, that's why I became known as Mr. Dripax. It's literally all I would vape because it was the sweetest juice you could get.
We educated you well, Chris, haven't we?
Sort of, yeah. Helps that Haley keeps sending us juice for free.
You're looking at your pile of mods and everything, thinking, yeah, but look how much I fucking spent.
That is the most expensive one I've got at the moment.
I don't know. I need to calm down with buying mods for a while.
Yeah, I'm not.
You see, I fancy something.
You're as mad as me, Vin. You're always wanting.
Oh, you're not vaping if you didn't want something there.
No, Gavin, my hog went 3 years ago, I think. 2 years ago. 3 years ago. Yeah. Still regret selling my hogs and my pig, but never mind. I might get a hog.
Get an original one.
No.
Get an old school one.
He's thinking DNA.
He wants that 400.
Yes. I want to hit that thing at 400 watts. Because I reckon I could. Although I've got a big mod coming back that I've had away for repair.
And what's that?
My old Blitz monster box.
I thought you were going to say your Rebel.
Would that be to Johnny? That's repaired.
No, I sent it back to the maker.
Ah.
It actually went back 2 years ago and I forgot all about it. So, yeah, it's coming back. Yeah, they owed him 400. Fuck off.
Ryan, I actually knew one of the Europe's team member. He regularly comes to the Birmingham Expo with about $2,500. He will spend that $2,500 solely on vapes, on mods, the lot. Vape on them, use them for a little while, and then sell them on for a massive profit back in Norway. Yeah. So he lives in Norway, if I remember right. And he would literally, that was his bread and butter. He'd go to
that,
like
was that Marcus?
No, Ove. A guy called Ove.
Oh, yeah.
I was part of the. I met him when I was one of the admin for the page I was before I was with. I helped you
Before
out.
I got stuck with you.
Yeah.
I really want that MCM Halo. It's like a series, or you can add like an extension to it and parallel it.
Oh, is that
Series-
thing that
series
looks like
para.
a tube stuck on a mod?
Yeah, it looks like just like a box thing.
Yeah,
So
try stand that up.
I should stand up fine.
No, it wobbles a bit. Evening, Colin. I'm afraid your favourite's not here tonight. He's off enjoying himself.
How dare
It's
it?
the one that you can run 1 or 2 RDAs on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Josh's birthday, so he's out having birthday drinks, is Josh. I dread to think what state he'll be in by now.
What then?
Imagine him
Still
at-
drinking?
Well, he'll either be loving everybody or on the floor or trying to fight everybody. Especially if there's vape around.
Gavin says he's coming to the Birmingham Expo next, and you're taking him with.
Yeah, Gav. When I first originally went, it was me, Gav's brother, and their mate in the car, and obviously I hooked us all up with tickets and things and whatnot. And yeah, we was Expo buddies. I don't know I know pretty certain Expo's happening in May. Physical one. There was an Expo the weekend just gone in Greece, which was really, really good to see. It's a bit quiet, but it happened and it looked quite good and worked quite well. And the UK was represented there as well, which was quite good as the UK Jewish company over there. Yeah, it's May. We'll have to see, Gav. I don't know what's going on with my commitments then and things. I will be there at some point. I'm hoping to go for longer, but we shall see.
I just hope I can actually get up there. It's really difficult to travel.
Shut up, Chris, you twat.
I mean, I have to walk to a metro stop, catch a metro, get off at the end of the metro line, walk around the corner, actually walk literally over the road into the train station, find the train.
So your issue is walking, Chris. That's the thing.
Walking? Hell no. I'd drive if it wasn't 16 bloody quid a day.
See, that's where you get the hotel parking with half price.
It still cost me even bloody more.
Well,
why would I want to stay at a hotel when I'm literally 20 minutes?
No, you don't stay at the hotel. You park there.
Still, £8 a day.
Yeah.
It's only £3.50 a day for the train ticket.
Yeah, Colin, May. It looks like May will be happening by all accounts, so that will be excellent. And we will do our virtual one in October as well. It'll probably be our last virtual one, maybe.
Yeah,
we'll see.
We'll
see how it goes. If it's anywhere near the success of the first one, there may well be more. We shall see. Oh, here we are. Chris has got a question. Because PG has antimicrobial property, is it possible that vapors are safer in groups than people with other non-vape? It'll be a different expo, Chris. I still don't think there'll be masses of juice tasting going on and things like that. We'll just have to wait and see. I'm not too sure on the antimicrobial properties of it when it's actually vaporized. Obviously, when it's sprayed onto surfaces, it has an antimicrobial property because they used it a lot spraying outside of places in Japan and China and places like that. I mean, nowhere else went that far.
Was that all that white foam that you saw them washing all the streets down with?
Yeah, that was PG.
Oh,
yeah.
I wondered what they was using. I just thought it was
through pressure. It foamed up. So yeah, basically it was PG.
Nice. Wouldn't want to use it in my juice afterwards, though.
No, but
then again, it is kind of suspicious that all these disposable pods have just hit the market.
No, I'm not going to get on my high horse again because there is a major backlash going on at the minute about disposable pods. If you, like I said last week, if your local shop's selling a pod that they shouldn't be selling, report them to your local trading standards, please.
Exactly what I agree with.
It has
I
to
know
be
we'll
done.
do it.
I've actually reported one yesterday.
Oh,
It isn't one of my local shops. I got a email from a shop I bought liquids from before, telling me they had stocks of Geek Vape Pro, but they weren't available on the website. You had to message them for details. So I've reported them to their local trading standards. I'm not going to name them, but fuck you. I will not buy from that shop again.
Well, just name and shame them then.
No, because then they'll know that it's me reporting them, and I don't want too much of a backlash.
There was one bit of news actually that you posted. It was about disposable pods, and it was being reported in the news.
Yes.
Yes, been sold to minors.
Yep.
Should we run the bumper and do it, or should we just talk about it?
Totally up to you. You're the.
I quite want to do the retro bumper.
Go on then.
Go then.
Got to find it first.
Okay.
Although
Just bear with us for like.
I think it's the bumper still. That is still the bumper we use. I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the first time you're getting to hear all the music, isn't it?
No, it was just that loud. Jeez. You blew me eardrums.
Yeah, so there has been, it was in the Daily Mail, wasn't it, that I shared?
I think so.
An article in the Daily Mail that minors, underages, are getting hold of vapes. Again, same thing. If you know that this is happening, where they're getting them from need to be reported. It's as simple as, folks. It's going to put our industry, our community, and our right to vape in jeopardy if this takes off. Report them. As simple as. As simple
It's
as.
your duty as a responsible adult and responsible vapor to report them. They're breaking the rules that we've all agreed to. Well, we haven't really agreed to, but we generally do. We abide by them.
Yeah. Colin,
You know what I mean?
We said our views on that 50 milligram minium thing the other week. I've also been sent non-TDP compliant pods by a company, which I featured in an unboxing the other day. But they have completely promised me and guaranteed me when their stuff hits the UK market, it will be TDP compliant only. It's just the ones they had to send out for review weren't. So I'm taking them at their word and hope they keep their word. If they flood the market with them, I will be reporting the places that sell them, just like I have done the other place. And I really can't emphasize enough, if people see this going on, they have to be reported to your local trading standards. Have to do it, people.
Yeah.
Even if you're friends with a shop, still do it. If there's shops I know and work with well did it, I'd still report them as well. Yeah. It's not on, and it's just putting everything in jeopardy. Everything.
Apparently, Nick smells something. Has he
farted
farted again? Has he got his head near his arse again?
I got some 5mm pods sent to me, and they are legal from what I hear. No, they're not. 5mm pods are still not legal. They are not TDP compliant. They may well be after TPD 2.3 comes into place, because they are going to expand our tank sizes, it seems, but they are currently illegal. 5mm is not allowed. It has to be 2mm. Just has to be. Unfortunately.
I'm happy with the nicotine level. What is that? It's more than enough to get anybody off the fags, but gives a fucking tax price back.
20 milligram salt nicotine is plenty enough to get any smoker off.
Yep.
If you don't mind my choice of words. Issue also, not that I've seen it, are older friends and siblings buying them for their younger. Yeah, but that happened when we're smoking.
Yeah.
Really?
Jesus, I was always getting people asking me to buy them fags when I was 12. Purely because
That
I was a
was
big
me.
lad and looked older. So
And the best way
that's
to do
not
it
going to
was you would
stop.
find-
If kids want to
Yeah.
get their hands on them, they'll get their hands on them. Let's be honest, we
Yeah.
all found ways to do it when we was younger with
Yeah.
various things. That will not stop people. That's kids rebelling.
Yeah.
That won't stop. It's the fact that shops are openly selling them to them and things like that. That's the issue. That is the big issue. And it's not read in the magazine. Anything else, or should we hit the cool wall? Because the cool wall's going to be interesting.
Oh, we can hit the coil wall.
Yeah.
Just let me get my headphones off so I don't get
Yeah,
deafened
this will
again.
be just as loud. And it's the retro green. Okay, people, you're going to have to really bear with us here because the cool wall tonight is a bit of a shit show. I'll be completely honest with you because I cannot put the images up on the feed. I'm going to be showing them.
Sorry, I was just reading. Yeah, I was just reading that. Yeah, Colin, it's set so I can hear everyone at a comfortable level, but it's the bumpers that come through seriously loud.
Yeah. Oh, right, that's ace. Right then. I forgot I'm in charge of this. I'm going to get closer. Good evening, people. Hello, boys and girls. I'm going to show you some pictures. First up.
Excuse me.
Show me where he touched you. First up tonight is the Mix X from Aspire and
Sunbox.
There we go. That's the quality of the pictures. That actually looks quite good considering it's on my phone and through a camera. Yep. Obviously from Inican, isn't it?
Aspire.
No, Aspire.
I say Aspire and Sunbox.
Jesus Christ, you're a moron.
And you're the professional viewer. Best thing is, you're the professional reviewer.
I'm not a professional reviewer, Christopher. I'm an amateur reviewer.
It's been a long week, guys.
You're more of a reviewer than both me and Lloyd here.
Well, that don't say much, does it?
Well, true. 3 videos of me at 16 minutes going.
You see, there's 2 massive fans of this mod in the chat in the form of Nick and Mr. Mosson. It's not the one you've got, Chris, is it?
No.
Okay. I'm just checking.
Mine's the Paramore.
Yeah, that shit one.
Actually, no, I heard you took it that.
On a good day. So, yes, the... I can't remember what it's called.
Aspire Mix.
Mix X, isn't it? Or is it just
The
a
X.
mix?
Well, the Aspire Sunbox X. Well, Aspire X Sunbox Mix.
Oh, Colin, that's funny. Oh, what was that woman called?
Yeah, them usually very shaky cameras, and I think it's some
front,
weird Sasquatch.
No. No, that's just on my OnlyFans page. Let's be quite clear with that. So, yeah, the Aspire Sunbox Mix. Anyone touched one? I've touched one. I've touched Chris's one. Not this Chris, the other Chris in chat.
So yeah, I've not touched mine. Tried to at the last expo. Soon had a fork in his hand when he tried to touch my sausage from a very crappy breakfast.
Yeah, I'm not going there again.
Yeah, £8 and it was shit.
It was shit.
What's the max wattage on this one if Chris is saying there needs to be an 80 watt version?
70 watt?
I'm guessing 60.
Yeah.
I was thinking
They
that.
usually do them in
I
increments of
think
20s.
they use a imitation of a DNA 60, don't they?
Right.
If you're going to go 80 watt, you might as well just stick one of the new 100 watt ones in and do DNA and charge 3 times the fucking price for it, and then no one will want it.
And then if you're going to 100 watts, you might as well just stick it up to 120. You know.
Yeah,
that's
so
not
they
a
just
DNA
stick a DNA 400 in it. You'll be all right.
Yeah,
I've got 4 batteries. Biggest side by side.
I'm trying to run
That's
nice.
used both batteries to use it.
400 watts off one battery. Oh,
That's going to cause some issues, Chris.
just a few.
I mean, I know I don't like side-by-sides, mainly because I've never owned one and tried one, but I have seen and had a little look-see at this, and it looks like one of the better-made ones.
What size
offense.
battery does it take?
I believe it takes 18650 and 21. I believe
Nick,
there's
Chris?
2 tubes.
See, I've got a gripe with side by sides because you have to use an RTA with them. And I don't like RTAs.
Because you can't wick them.
I can with them. I just
No,
choose
you
not.
can't.
I can.
You can barely do an RDA.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, Cali V2. Cali V2.
18650 and
So that's just
18350.
Oh, that's
So-
shit.
So automatically it's shitter than my Paramore because that takes 18650 and a 21700.
I thought it was the other way around. I thought it was 18650 and 21700. Like the
Mine does
Abyss
take.
and like Chris's ugly fucking thing.
Oh, fucking ugly. Cheeky prick.
You mod, not you.
I was on about the fucking mod. I know I'm butt ugly.
You're a beautiful human being, Christopher, and never let anyone else tell you any otherwise.
You try to tell the people that scream when they see me walking down the Wolves football alley.
There you go. Lloyd Kev's got an answer. Good evening, Kev. Use an RDA with a cooling spacer.
No, I suppose that's that great thing that we've got on the view. Get that for like 20p off of fucking AliExpress.
Colin's on fire tonight, Colin. Well done. So, yeah. Go on, then. Are we ready to cast our views on the mix?
Yeah.
Go on, then.
Initially, I was going to put it as cool because I
Yeah.
quite like a side by side, but here it only takes 18650 or an 18350 shit bucket. There's no need to have. Yeah, in the bit. In the bin.
Lloyd.
Ben.
Of course, he's going to say the bin.
You see? I wasn't going to
doesn't-
say the bin.
He's
But it
gonna say
doesn't matter
we
what
want
I say now because majority rules and you two have said yes. So I was just going to put it uncool because it's the nicer one I've actually had in my hand of the rest. It just seems a bit better built. Sorry, Colin, I'm not putting it in the bin. I actually quite like the look of these and they look solid. But
I
the
like the
other
look
two-
of them. I like the look of them. I'm not going to deny that. It's just the fact that it's 18650 or an 18350.
And plus, Haley doesn't own one of these, so I'm not putting it in the bin.
Oh, Haley doesn't own it. Oh, that changes something. But then again, she'll probably go, "Oh, he's purdy," just to annoy her as well.
It's meant for high ohms, low watts. Yes, Nick, I vape like that myself as well.
Yeah.
But yes, there we go, folks. Majority rules, it's in the bin. I better get my phone back for the next one, haven't
Yes, you better.
I? What we got next?
Hales is
I
working
like
tonight, Colin.
All right, we'll go. Oh, shall we do mine? Let's do mine.
Which one?
What one do you think it is?
Oh, you mean he's
My little bit of Greek. There we go.
he's Adonis.
It's the Perseus.
Oh, sorry, that's the-
V2 restrictive direct to lug / RTA / RDA / bottom feed RDA, and there is my actual.
You had to go show it off, eh? Any excuse.
Let me get this right. You've got two types of decks where you can
Yep,
either have it as an
okay. Deck. One deck. This is where it gets clever, people. That can be used as an RTA and an RDA, as well as it comes with a swank pin.
So it's just basically the base, and then you just change the top.
And
top
it comes
parts
with
of it.
another top cap, which is an RDA top cap.
And are we allowed to know the price of these just yet?
It's no secret the price, because it's 150 euros.
Oh, yeah.
Not
You
stocked in this country, though. You'll have to ship
Now,
it
for that
from-
150 euros, or we're going to might as well call it 150 quid because obviously exchange rate plus then shipping, you might as well say 150 quid.
It's
that
slightly
price-
more than that. But yeah.
Yeah, around. For that price, does it come with all that kit? Or is it just one and you choose to buy the other parts?
For that,
later?
you get 2 different airflow configurations. You get the RDA cap and 1 glass.
So you don't get a spare glass?
No. I got sent spare glasses because I wore them and found a tad clumsy.
A tad?
Yes.
You're more accident than prone than Mr. Bean. You're more
No
accident
damage.
than
No
prone
damage. Mod
than,
and
more accident
RTA.
prone than what's his name? From
Mr.
Some
Magoo.
Mothers Do Have 'Em. What was his name? Frank, was it? Come on, Vinny, you're old enough to know the show.
No,
Some Mothers Do Have 'Em.
Is it? Don't know it.
I'd say
Someone
it's
in
right.
the chat
I'm
will know.
calling him Mr. Magoo.
It is a single coil as well. I'll just say that. Kev, I know you appreciate this sort of thing. This is completely. Don't want to say too much because I've got to do a review on it. It's completely changed my eyes on single coil vaping, especially with.
That's
RTA
it, Frank
wise.
Spencer. There you go.
They actually do some special coils that you can buy with it, Ryan, or wire you can buy with it. I can't remember what it is, but I didn't get the coil because it's like 25 quid a roll or something ridiculous.
Does the squonk pin come with it as well?
It does, as standard. Yeah. Because obviously then...
It's very well machined as well.
Yeah.
It's... I have a Skyler from Vicious Ant as well, and it's a step up from that. Machine finish-wise. That's as far as I'm going to say. It's opened my eyes. I always used to think you had to dual coil and RTA to get flavour and things, and you don't. It's really opened my eyes. I don't want to give too much away. The flavour of this is probably slightly better than my Fatality.
One problem. By putting on the cool wall, you've sort of given away the game.
No, because I've not voted.
Well, you kind of need to vote.
No, I'm kind of hoping you two say the same thing, and then I don't have to vote anyway.
Well, I can say now Lloyd's going to go uncool because it's an RTA. Well, what's it? RTA. Right?
Oh. But it's also an RDA.
Yes.
Yeah, but you can't wick either of them. And being that's both of them, you've got no hope.
Yeah, the build quality. When I do the proper review and do the up close, I'm going to get it really close so you can actually see the quality. It's.
I'm not going to lie. I'm interested to try one out, see what I think of it. That is one of the few restricted direct alongs that I'm actually sort of I'd like to try. But
And
my
if you
biggest
want-
point, it's
If you want
150.
to see another UK review of this, Todd's actually just done it, which really pisses me off because it means he's got it published before I did mine. But Todd has just reviewed this tank.
That's because you spent too much time sucking it.
I've got to
Should've
test it, Christopher.
It's been over a week.
I'd like to test things thoroughly. I've gone through different coils. I've done it in RTA mode. I'm now using a really simple 980 coil in here. That's all I'm using in here. And
regular.
what?
I'm pretty sure, Collie.
Fuck's sake, I'm just getting Billy there. Billy the Scotsman, mate, yeah?
There's a bridge for the Nord coil for Lloyd, doesn't it, really?
And we wonder why the Scottish won independence from us.
Been
So-
bullying us for centuries.
Go on, you two, cast your votes. Let's see if I actually have to vote on this.
Go on, Lloyd.
Could I just say cool?
Chris?
I want to put a sub, but until I can try it.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing as Lloyd here. Like,
Because,
what's
because
putting
it's
me off
in,
as well is the fact it's 150 quid.
see
150
that
quid on basically a restricted tank.
yeah, but I don't know. It's just because it's single coil. That's why I'm putting it cool just now. So I've only got one RDA that's single coil.
What's it milled out of?
Stainless.
Stainless steel.
One piece of stainless steel for all of it.
So it's CNC'd then.
Yes. By one man. Imio, the man who owns the company, he is the machinist.
Imio, send me one and I'll put it up to Sub-Zero.
Nice try, mate.
Hey, Vinny's influence is rubbing off on me. At least it's better than him rubbing off on me, but you know. I want to put it Sub-Zero, but I don't know how good it is. But
It's a fatality with a single coil.
see, I fell out of love with the fatality. I prefer the Juggernaut.
I'm just giving you a comparison.
I know, I'm just saying.
Like my vote is very, very, very high. Cool. if that helps, Chris.
See, Nick's going, he's going to be the dog's bollocks and everything. He's like, I know it might, there's a good chance, stand still, hand CNC, so the tolerances are going to be there. I'm going to go very low end Sub-Zero.
See, now I've got to vote.
Yeah.
Well, we all know where you're voting, so.
And I'm voting a very high end of Sub-Zero. Completely changed my view on single coiling. Really, really has.
And that's why I put it sort of the bottom end of Sub-Zero.
I know I liked the Skylar from Vicious Ant, which is even more expensive than this. Let's just make that clear. But this kicks its fucking ass.
How many mils does it hold?
Well, at the moment, I have it extended. So it now currently holds 5 mil.
So it's not TPD compliant then?
No, but if you take the extender off, Chris, it is. That's how they've got around the extender. No, that doesn't come in the package for 150 quid. But yes, there we go.
But to
If
be
I
honest,
get a nice bonus in December, I might try and convince the missus to let me order one.
I think I have a GT4 somewhere, Kev, and I didn't get on with it. I found it too tight. That's the thing I like with the Perseus. It comes
said no man
with
ever.
loads of different airflow configurations that you can change very, very small amounts. And I've just for me right now, it's so sweet.
Yeah, it's just going to edit. Just at me and Lloydie out.
No, it's not going to be my review. Right, let's move on swiftly to the next one before I get some more shit from Colin.
You're going to get shit from Colin all night.
I don't know how well this mech's going to show up, Chris, and I can't for the life of me remember the name of it. Don't tell it, say it yet. There we go. That's actually not too bad.
Ah, right. That is the JR2 Silver Limited Edition by Negus and Son.
Did you say silver?
Yes, that was
What's the price
entire...
on that, Chris?
It made me shit my pants because if I remember right, that was about $8,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
£8,000.
I'm assuming you were also checked it out as well, Vinny.
Yes.
Yeah.
£8,000 for a mech.
That wasn't the most expensive one that I found when I was looking.
No, it wasn't.
I found one that was basically like the cheap, shitty little pens with the silica wick that you buy from Poundland. That was over $300,000. It was made out of gold and diamonds, made by the Russian billionaire for his girlfriend or wife to quit smoking.
Man, I'd love to have that sort of money.
Yeah, over 300 grand for basically a shit.
If I had that sort of money, I'd be getting you lot limoed into my studio every week where we'd have a film crew ready to film us. The production quality would be out of this world, and we'd still only have 11 people watching us.
Kev, £8,000's more than a car for me.
Yeah.
£8,000's a house deposit.
Grand.
Almost.
And that is even more expensive than the silver Purds that Purds did.
It's
crazy.
Very beautiful. It's crazy money. I would never spend that kind of money on a mod ever.
I suppose what you have to do is look at it at the people that have that kind of money expendable. Wouldn't think twice about it. It'd be like us buying a 200 quid Mac. I know it's not our world and something we don't know, but to people out there, £8,000 will be like 200 quid to us. It's relative to income and expenditure.
I must be built different because I've always said to the missus as well, like when we've been talking, if I ever became rich on the lottery or whatever, I still would not go out and buy Lamborghinis, Ferraris, and shit.
I would. I'd be a fucking cunt.
Fuck off! You wouldn't even get in the thing.
Oh, I used to fit in an MR2, mate. I'll fit in them.
What, you just have a soft top version, so you sit, so your head's out.
The steering wheel used to chafe a bit on my thighs, but I could fit in it and drive it. It's just I'd get shiny bits on my shorts or my jeans where the steering wheel's rubbed.
Your bits are shiny now.
Yeah, they are very nice. Ryan's right, they do a meteorite mod. Although I think that's a different company in it to make a mech out of meteorite. And they was crazy money as well. 12 watching, actually. 13 now we're at Nick. Hello, 13 people.
Hello.
You've got really nothing else to do on a Friday night, have you?
I mean, we didn't think this through realistically, did we? Friday nights at 8 o'clock when everyone's basically down the pub getting smashed.
We're well worth a watch on a Friday night.
Yeah, stick us on in the pub. That'd actually be kind of cool, being known that you're being played in a pub.
We've played in vape shops at this time of night. We've played in the shops in a completely different continent before.
That is true.
So, yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's lovely and it's gorgeous. But £8,000?
Yeah.
But I'm ready to vote. It'll go Sub-Zero. I just want to play with it. I really would love to get my hands on a solid silver mech. If there are any companies out there, especially you Russian guys, that want to send me a solid silver mech to review, I'd be very happy to do it for you.
Oh, right. So you take the piss out of me trying to get it for it.
But he's got to keep up appearances.
I love silver. I wear silver jewelry. I love silver. I would love to review a silver mech. So
I have to admit, I am more of a silver man than gold if I do wear jewelry.
I mean, I've only got silver budget. Let's be honest. If I had a better budget, it'd be platinum. But
my wedding ring's made of titanium. Well, my wife's ring is made of gold. Mine is made of titanium.
Right.
For two reasons. One, I don't wear my wedding ring ever.
Well, I've not got mine on.
I never wear it. I just can't wear rings and jewelry. It aggravates me. And two, the fact that I would more than likely lose it. So 20 quid for the ring was more than enough.
Just remembered we could bring comments up. Yes, Nick. I'm not Mr. Free Shit. I am Mr. Reviewer.
No, you're Mr. Free Shit.
I just
you reckon the Russians are watching?
Why not OBS got that feature?
You reckon the Russians are watching this?
Actually, I get to see the analytics of this show, and we're very popular at the moment in Argentina. So, good evening, Argentina.
Hello.
It could just be people bouncing through a VPN, of course.
Yeah.
Price, performance.
It's more of a showpiece than practical.
No, it's not critical because it's got a higher conductivity rate.
I was about to say yes, the silver does.
But you are talking
is it pure silver? Is it purely made of silver?
It will be for that price.
Could you imagine when you drop it though, Vinny? Like silver's a soft metal.
Not as soft as gold.
You're not going to have a fucking mod left after a week.
After an hour.
Don't jinx me, right? I haven't dropped anything in a while. And I really don't want to drop certain things at the minute that I own it right now because they're bloody lovely. into Vape People United. Vinny is more for show than practical. Jesus, if
That
I'm
is
for
very
show
much
was
true.
screwed.
The only reason why we've gone back to old school is because he couldn't figure out how to use the new school, the new setups.
New school. Hey, if I'd kept the Zoom going, I could have done it, but yeah. Right, let's vote on this £8,000 silver Met because I don't know the name of it again.
Let me go find the list so I can say the name because I don't. The Jatayu. Jatayu. Jatayu.
Okay. Lloyd?
Well,
Sorry, I have to put it in the bin at that price.
Chris?
totally agree with you, Lloyd, in the bin.
Sub-Zero for me.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Looking at the kind of mods.
Yeah. I mean, it's absolutely stunning. It is really a nice looking mod. But £8,000? Hell no.
Sub-Zero.
I have never paid that. Put it this way, you put all the cars I've owned since passing my driving test, still wouldn't come up to that kind of price that I've paid for them.
Absolutely.
The most expensive car that I ever paid for was a 2006 Vauxhall Mariva 1.4. After finance, it cost me $3,100.
Where's that met from, Chris? Do we know? Sorry. I can't remember off the top of my head.
Well, apparently it's by a company called Negus and Son. Or Negus and Son. Negus.
It's not Chinese then.
No. But I know it's one of those one-offs. It is definitely a one-off type of mod.
Definitely.
Yep.
Definitely. Right. Moving on to something completely different. We have, and I know the name of this, it's the Jelly Box Nano from Rinco. There we go. We can see that quite clearly. It's obviously a mini version of the Jelly Boxes and a plug and play pod.
Right. I'm going to say something. If it's anything like the dual battery version, the big version or the single, yes. It'll come out of the box with half the pixels missing on the screen. It'll feel so cheap and plastic that even the Chinese people will say, what the hell, how cheap is this? And yeah, it'll hit like a wet fart in a store.
Yeah. And if there's any aluminium in it, it'll also be incredibly brittle that when you drop it on a kid's padded floor, it will break the aluminium. Because that's what happened to mine and why I couldn't review the fucker because it broke.
Or it'll be basically tinfoil.
Yeah, I mean, I love Rinco, and other things they've released have been really solid. I mean, I've still got my Mechmans, and they still both work. They're battered to hell, but they don't miss a beat. These things are just cheap and shit and brittle.
Yes, Colin, it came from the Chinese version of Wish.
Nick says he wants to try one. Nick, if it's Rinco, you'll probably be able to buy one in a couple of weeks for about 15 quid.
Give it another week later, it'll be 50p.
Yeah.
Yes, Chris, he is. He's always fishing for freebies.
It's not freebies.
Have you paid for them?
No, I give them my time and effort and my honest reviews of their products, Christopher. Unlike other people, I do not take backhanders.
Technically, the coolwall is a bit of a review.
And again, I've not taken a backhander.
Well, we don't get anything for it. Probably get a bit of flat. But yeah, I'll go. Oh, if someone wants to send me one.
Yeah, a bit like you did.
First time in how long, though? There's only been 2 that I've said I would love to have if I could get for free.
What was that?
And you know what the other one was.
Yeah, one I've got.
Yeah. I got to try it and I fell in love with it. and I would love another one. I would love to own one. I've not
Oh,
tried
I
the
know.
stack version.
I want to know what it is.
Yeah, the Destroyer.
Yeah, Rage Nation.
Yeah, that one.
I've not got it in
Beautiful
hand,
mod.
Chris, to tease you.
That's all right, mate. That's coming to me first.
Hmm?
It's coming
Yeah,
to me
Lloyd
first.
likes it.
Oh, did you order one?
No, I'm getting Vinny's.
Prick, I was next in line.
Yeah. You say though you can have it first just to piss off Chris.
Show the photo. There you go, Kev. You'll love this. The Rinco Jelly Box Nano. Come on, camera. There we go.
I just feel like I could break that so easy.
I would so be scared to sneeze on it in case it just disintegrates.
It reminds me of my pod. It looks like a similar sort of size.
What,
Yeah, but it's not as flat as the Me Pod.
No, it's not. It's a bit bulkier.
Do you know what? That clear plastic kind of makes me think it's made out of the same stuff that you get your toys from. You know, that plastic cover over the top of like your Hot Wheels and things like that?
Crackles when you press it.
Yeah.
I don't think it'd be that cheap, Chris. Oh.
It looks it. And going off the Rinco, I swear it's made from that stuff as well.
Well, you see,
The other one.
your experience of Rinco is just from the Jelly Box, and unfortunately, they was not good.
No,
There
I got
was-
to try your other one, the one with the British flag on it, which I actually really liked and I was considering buying until I saw the Dove Po
Yeah.
for a lot less. And I really was not disappointed in that at all. I still use it.
I like them Dogpo ones.
Yeah.
It
25
is-
quid,
it
you
is
cannot
square,
complain.
Kev. It is definitely a cuboid.
So you
And
could
it's
stack
quite
them together.
angular.
Is
Oh,
it,
I know what they're made from.
Was it draw activated the gel box now?
I believe so, Lloyd, yeah.
It would have to be.
And the thing about Rinco, it will be very affordable, obviously. Their products are not.
It is 68 millimeters tall.
So 6 centimeters. That's actually quite big. It's bigger than I thought.
That's bigger than my dick.
And it's 54 millimeters wide.
Definitely wider.
What am I supposed to say after that? Bless you.
Pod
Means I can get more anal sex out of women.
Fuck's
Yeah,
sake.
totally agree, Chris, with that comment there. Not great in the hand. That looks just as uncomfortable, and even though it's tiny like Chris's dick.
Yep.
But
I
yeah,
can't help
so-
it. Fucking edge.
let's move on quickly. And sorry, Lloyd, you have got a comment or question there?
No, I was going to say is the material that it's made up is zinc alloy, PCTG, and PC.
Yeah, the issue is the zinc alloy is brittle as hell.
And it's a 1,000 milliamp hour battery. Which is
Really?
95%,
That surprises me in that size. They're doing
Well,
quite well to
well-
get that in there.
which is 95% efficient apparently.
What the fuck does that mean, for God's sake?
I could say
Fuck
something there, but I'm keeping quiet.
70 grams in weight as well.
I've got that beat.
Right, let's vote quickly and move on from this shambles. Christopher.
Vincent. I'm going uncool. I just don't like it.
Lloyd.
Uncool.
Vinny's like, I hate you.
It needs to go in the bin, let's be honest.
Yeah.
As much as I love Rinco, Jelly Box thing was a complete disaster. So that goes uncool.
Also comes with a lanyard.
Yeah, it says Rinco all
Yeah.
over it.
The jelly box.
See, any mod that comes with a lanyard, you know it's going to be shit because the lanyard's the only thing that's worth more than the mod.
That's it, Chris.
Huh?
Is that it, other than the personality?
Well, we haven't done the personality one.
Yeah, that's what I mean, other than the personality.
Yeah, because we cut it down to 4 mods and the personality.
Yeah. Okay. So obviously with Josh shook it up a bit and we've thrown a personality in it this week. And this week the personality is
Go on, do the impression.
no.
Come on.
Is it?
No, it's hey peeps, Mike Vapes here. It's Mike Vapes, of course, the lovely chap. I know a lot of us have met Mike at the UK Expos. Top chap, really nice guy, time for everyone, and really good to talk to as well. He's obviously branched out a lot more recently and done a hell of a lot more collabs than he used to do. The thing that I really like with Mike, as me and Lloyd was discussing, he is another one of the American big reviewers that is really, really on his advocacy game. Spin his hands.
Spin your hands.
Does Mike
like
spin
he
them?
does? Yeah, he goes like that.
That's Jay Hayes. That's Jay Hayes that does that.
Yeah.
It's Jay Hayes, not Mike Vapes. Oh, yeah.
My very first expo, within the first 20 minutes of actually turning up, I actually met Mike Vapes. Yeah. Spent a little while chatting to him just as a normal vapor. One of the guys that actually took us there knew him. Well, knew who he was, and he was like, oh. I was just chatting away. Next thing I know, he's nicked off with me mod because he liked it, handed me the one of his mods that he was using. He's going to use this, I like yours, and he's like vaping away, chatting to me with my juice. I'm like, I don't even know you for Adam, you just nicked me vape. And that lot. But you just handed me a new vape, which looks a lot more expensive than my shitty
What vape was
one.
it, Chris?
My Tesla Invader 3.
Oh, yeah, bloody hell.
Yeah, he nicked off with that. He just walked off with it. He was like, I like this. He goes, but I know what'll go great with it. And it was that.
Really?
Yes. He goes, this will go nice with it. And he got that. And he took me to the stand. And he just walks off vaping away, chatting away with me, and takes me to the stand where they had this.
Oh, cool, man.
Yeah.
That is really cool. But yeah, I really like Mike. He is another reviewer I will watch from time to time. His reviews are good. And his advocacy game is on point, which is a bigger plus for me in my eyes. Like you, Lloyd, is it Mike one you watch?
Yeah, he's one that I watch. I find a bit like how Green is. His videos are really easy to watch.
Yes.
He's got like a sort of cam. He's not fucking waving his hands and shouting all the time. He's just really easy to watch. And
who waves their hands a lot and shouts a lot, Lloyd? Other than Rip.
Jay Hayes.
Well, he's not a reviewer though, is he? He's an entertainer.
He's easy to listen to.
Yeah. Like, same with his videos, they're pretty easy to follow. Like, he'll talk about it a little bit, then he'll get down, he'll do a build in it, then he'll come back up, he'll tell you his thoughts, he'll tell you the pros and the cons and things like that. Price ranges. He has the same formula for everything.
Yeah. Like a reviewer should, Chris.
Yeah. Unlike this one orangutan that I know that drops everything.
Excuse me.
I wound him up that much, he belched.
Yeah.
You're slowly wearing them down tonight, Chris.
Hey?
You're slowly wearing them down tonight.
Well, considering Josh isn't here, Zippy isn't here, it's left to me to wind him up.
You're doing a good job, Chris, between you and Colin, I must say. But yeah,
I don't try too hard.
Mike's one of the good guys. I don't think he's up there quite with Grim. He's a little bit a step down for me from Grim. But like Lloyd said, he's very watchable like Grim and listenable. And he often comes out with some very good points. A lot of his cons, I think he picks out that a lot of reviewers don't.
Yeah.
You can tell he actually tests the product, which is my pet gripe, really, with a lot of, especially UK reviewers. They don't seem to overly test the product. Within a day of getting it, they bang a review out, which seems crazy to me.
Yeah, you do need time to try it.
We do. You do. Yeah, we're not talking about Skid Vapor Christopher Moss. Thank you very much. Moving on swiftly. So, yeah, Mike Vapes. Is he godlike, hero-like, or zero?
So there's that other section, isn't there? Demigod, which is a step below. It's in
Step
between.
below.
Yeah, you got you
Yeah.
got God, demigod,
Yeah.
and I can't remember what the others was.
Craig, he didn't do a review on the X18. He only showed it off because it was it was a collab with him. That's why he didn't give any pros and cons on it.
Yeah, it was more of a show and tell, wasn't it? It wasn't really a review.
Yeah. And he always states at the start of his videos it's a showcase rather than a review because he's got something to do with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, demigod for me.
Chris?
I wouldn't go as far as demigod, but because I can't remember anything else, I'm just gonna say demigod.
Or the one below it's hero.
Hero. Yeah, I'd put him as like high-end hero.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Chris. Slightly below where Lloyd puts him. Don't really know why, but that's just where I want to put him. So Mike Vapes gets hero status as a reviewer / personality.
Chris Mosson, why are you sending me a picture of your mix with a dildo on the end of it? The size of that thing. Giggity.
What the hell?
Jesus.
Okay. And there we go, folks. That wraps up a rather dysfunctional Cool Wall tonight. I can only apologise about that. We will have our normal service resuming next week.
Oh, do we?
Do we have to? You like the old school vibe, Chris, don't you?
I do. I like being able to see all the comments, even though they've all been YouTube tonight, but still.
The old nutters of us. Come off it. I mean, all we got to do is bring back the custard cream chat.
That was my issue, Kev. He is a little bit reserved on his negative side of things. That's my only thing with Mike. That's why I didn't go higher than Hero. Yeah. Now what the fuck do we do?
Talk about munchies.
Munchies. We had the munchies, and now because I can't eat them.
Sorry, we can still talk about them.
That's torturous, Chris.
Yeah. How do you think it feels for me when I talk about half the...
Yes, Colin, the professional will be back next week. I hope.
I haven't left.
Fucking hell, if you're the professional, we're screwed.
Oh, sorry, I thought you meant professional idiot.
Yeah. But no, normal service will be resumed next week, even if Josh isn't back, because I will practice. Ryan, it's quite hard not to go full out and go, it's fucking shit, don't buy it. You kind of have to be constructive with that. And that is the hard part of reviewing. Saying something shit, but using nice words to say it.
Yeah,
I think that's what every reviewer struggles with getting across. Sorry, Chris, what was you going to say?
I said that's probably one of the reasons why I didn't carry on. Plus the fact that I was using a mobile phone on a selfie stick stuffed into an Amazon box using a blown up mod as a weight.
Yeah, I want more Chris Vapes, me. Purely because it makes me look fucking good.
And the fact that I don't blink.
He really didn't blink in his reviews. It's fucking hilarious.
I'm literally staring at the cam when there's a fan right next to the cam, and I'm still not blinking. I have this weird ability to go long periods of time without blinking. It is really weird.
I could do it, but I wouldn't ever do it on a review because you look like you're a fucking nutter.
Thing is, though, I don't realise I'm doing it half the time. It's an involuntary thing that I can do as well. Just not blink. I wonder how many people are sitting watching us right now thinking, just blink. There you go. Said the word blink and I did it.
Kev J. Hayes is J. Hayes. He's been trying to be imitated and no one ever will do. When are you going to start doing a build session on the show? We're going to do a Apocalypse build RDA build off, which will be interesting.
I remember talking about it, but I don't remember doing much after that.
No, we're going to do everyone's going to build an APOC.
Have we all got an APOC?
We have.
Lloyd?
He has got one.
I have. I think it's a clone though.
For fuck's sake. Vinny, you just have to load in one of yours for a bit. Fuck's sake. Close
Lloyd,
connections and all. I mean, it's not like you don't know the UK captain.
Although they, of course, aren't producing any more either. So if you have got an apocalypse, hang the fuck onto them because they ain't going to get no more.
I mean, technically, I've got 3, just under different names.
I don't know how many I've got.
A lot more than 3. I remember you showing me your top-down view.
No, Kev, they don't want to build their coils. That's just one set, Chris. There's another set there. We're not going to. We're going to be using pre-made coils apparently, which is a bit of a cheat. I agree. I think we should make a coil.
I don't know. I could, if I had the wire, I could knock up a coil.
No, I just make 980, mate.
No, it'd have to be fused Claptons.
I can't make them. I'm not
What?
Very
capable.
Sorry, if this
I'm not
idiot can make them.
I'm not capable.
Well, you're more of an idiot than I am then.
Fused Claptons are the easiest ones you can do.
Fused Claptons are easy. It's literally just 2 core wires with some wire around the outside.
Colin really wants to see Lloyd build.
Well, considering you can't wick, I doubt you'll be able to build a core properly.
Listen, I'm the only one out of the 3 years that's been able to get good fucking results at an Asgard.
Wrong.
Mini.
Wrong. My review, I said it had good flavour, so I did a good build.
Asgard Mini.
I do a good build. And if you try and say the coils this shit, I'd love to see you tell Andy that. Because that was his coils.
You still can't have his coils.
No, I don't anymore. But when I was using the Asgard, I was using Andy's coils. Mostly because I couldn't be asked to build my own set. And to be honest, here's a £5 and I'll last you a year.
Yeah. Just a shame he ain't making them.
Well, last time I spoke to him, he said he had some left, but he's just too ill at the moment to be able to get them out, unfortunately.
Hopefully he'll be back. He will be back at some point, and so will Zippy People. So we're going to have a full panel at some point, which will be awesome.
Oh, that's going to be a fun night. We're all back.
When we're all back for that first night. It'll be nice not having to do all the talking for a change. Just wind Andy up and let him go.
Yeah. If some of you have never actually seen Andy, you give him a topic and you can sit there for the entire show and just let him go.
Yeah.
He knows everything and anything.
He is. He's a very unique guy, Andy. And very, very, very knowledgeable. Chris, I agree. I love Juggernauts. I've actually made Juggernaut wire.
And you can't do a Clapton.
No, I did it once. And I must have wasted about 50 meters of wire doing it, but I managed to get 2 coils out of 50 meters of wire.
You only meant to do a meter at a time.
Yeah, I was.
Jesus.
It was a bit technical.
But then again, it is you, Vinny. I'm amazed you didn't drop the setup.
No, I just noticed the drill's still down there from when I tried to do it.
Let's have a look then. Bring it up.
My drill? It's only a Black & Decker.
Oh, your drill. I thought you said the build.
No.
I'll say.
No.
Let's have a look at how shocking the wire was.
Om's Coils do some cracking juggernauts. I've got some Juggernaut series juggernauts. So Josh has got a set in his Trinity. Not Trinity. What's it called? RTA I sent him. It might be a Trinity. I can't remember. The Vapors Cloud one. Anyway, yeah.
Yes.
And they work really
Trilogy.
well. It is Trinity. Trilogy, that's the one. One far off. And they work really well. Ryan, we know you can make wire as well, you twat. That's you not getting your RTA this week.
I do actually need some coils because the ones that I bought in the box were...
Colin, whatever do you mean? Yeah, trilogy grade. Cheers, mate.
You don't want to know about the other things that we know he drops. Oh, on about that.
Oh,
I was on about the other thing that you told us that you drop.
I've got no idea, but yeah, let's move on swiftly. I thought you were talking about snack. Oh, God, what you done? Send me a message?
In the private chat part of this. I'll miss those days.
Oh, yeah. Colin. Right. That's how long were
That's
you?
exactly what I was on about, Colin.
Not long enough yet. I dare open it up to questions from the chat because I just think what will happen. But we're gonna go for that early if we actually have a bumper. We do.
And while we wait.
Well, I mean, that gets a bit intense, doesn't it?
Yeah, it gets louder and louder and louder.
Yeah. Any questions? And obviously, we'll go off on tangents from any questions raised.
Right, while we're waiting for them, any snacks that you found that you found this week, then, guys?
No, because I'm on a frigging diet.
So you're eating like a rabbit, then? Okay.
Crackers.
Yeah, no.
Fucking crackers.
I'm doing the diet also.
Really? For fuck's sake, you miserable bastards.
I will put the link in the chat when we're ready. I'm not sure how long we will be here, because I do have work tomorrow, but we shall do a little extra after show.
I would like to point out to everyone as well that you don't actually have to have a cam.
Yes, you don't need to have a cam on. Colin often comes on and just has the microphone up and gives me even more abuse.
Yes, that's also another thing that's extremely welcome. Abuse.
Yes. More the merrier. Oh, beef jerky, Craig. I do like a bit of beef jerky.
I'm currently waiting for my brother-in-law to get some biltong from his homeland.
Really? You bastard.
Perks of having a South African brother-in-law.
Yes, Colin, we know that's what you're here for, you wind-up merchant, you. But we love you for it as well.
Is there anything better than winding Vinny up? Especially when he gets pissed. It's even more fun.
Oh, dear. It's bloody warm tonight, isn't it? Oh, it could be the lighting. It could be the lighting rig, actually. Ignore me. Kev.
I want to say, it's quite comfortable with this fan right here.
Why do we struggle to get some shops in Europe to send to the UK? I've seen an RTA. I want to buy Brexit, Kev. Pretty much, Brexit screwed us for importing anything from Europe.
Basically, the rest of Europe are throwing a hissy fit because we don't want to be in you any longer. That did not sound too good.
That's the simplistic version of it, Chris, I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
They don't want to share their stuff with us, but they'll have our stuff quite happily.
Yeah.
No, it's easy.
Although, as Lloyd's found, that's not exactly true either.
No, I try to send something across to Ireland and it's just stuck at customs. It's coming back to me, apparently.
What's better, winding me up? Pretty hard to wind me up, actually.
Yeah, Colin Josh bites at you so much it's hilarious.
All I have to do is mention Squirty Crate and he's boom.
But yeah, that's why basically Brexit screwed us for importing anything over. There is ways of doing it if you find the right people. It's like my, I was going to mention it again, my Golden Greek thing came. They FedExed it to me from mainland Greece and it took 6 days.
Yeah,
no import issues, anything like that. FedEx straight here. Obviously, that included a bank holiday as well and a weekend.
Yeah, I mean,
but then again, go on.
If you can speak with like the shop like directly, like DMs or something, they might be able to try and work something out with you. But if you're going through a website, it's got to go through carriers that are going to be like, no, sorry.
Yeah, seemingly FedEx at the moment are the best ones to go through to get things in. I don't know about going the other way.
Plus, I think it may also help the fact that Greece is pretty much broke, and they need as much money as they can make as possible.
Well, no, FedEx is a global company, Chris. So
Now, I'm about Greece, like the country itself, Greece. Don't forget they did go into like meltdown financially a few years back.
yeah, they did. Yeah,
So
massively so.
that could help.
Yeah, but I guess it'd be the same anywhere else. It depends on the courier you use and the people themselves. A lot of the time, it's the local legislation and things that are stopping things getting sent into this country. Obviously, there's some restrictions on vape stuff being sent through couriers now as well. So it's tricky getting stuff in. It really is. Yeah, I can still get stuff sent from China quite easily, which is crazy in my eyes. You'd think it'd be the same. That last lot of pods I had, they took 4 days from China to get to my door. So it is possible. You just got to find the loopholes, I guess, and find somewhere that's willing to use the loopholes to get you the product.
Yeah. Craig's asking if he'll be all right sending a mech to Hungary. Just be careful with what carrier you're going to use, mate.
Yeah, I'd use FedEx and I'd make sure you put a return address on it because then if there is any issues at customs, you should eventually get it back.
Yes, Lloyd. Sorry, I had to do that one.
Can I just give a shout out to the guy that had done this attempted to do this trade with, right? So I traded him a purge for that Yanni mod, and I sent it out and it's stuck at customs, and I can't remember if I put a return address on it or not. So I said to him, I was like, right, there's a couple of options. We can wait to see if it does turn up to your address, or I can send your one back through a different courier, or I could buy them all outright from you for like 200 because I was selling my swordfish. And the absolute gent of a guy went and said to me, he's like, "Ken, what, mate? We'll share the loss. Send me 100. You keep the rest of the money for the swordfish, and we'll share the loss." This is a stand-up guy. The community is when it's great, it's great.
Yeah,
yeah, that is a good thing to do,
and it warms your cockles to hear stories like that because most of the time you hear negative shit. So that's really good. Top bloke, name him, Lloyd.
Is Chris Ryan.
Oh yeah.
You see him popping up on the BST groups quite a lot. He's got a shop over in Ireland as well.
Gavin Harris has asked me a question. Vin, I need Nick Salt's tomorrow. Where should I go? Pop C Redemption Vape. God, what's his name?
We meant to know. We don't live near you.
No, he's been on the show. He did the expo as well. Yeah, Pop C Redemption Vape, Chris. They'll sort you out. They've got them in. Yes, Nick, it is. Vape community, there is still good eggs out there.
Yes.
It's nice to hear because obviously you hear most of the negative things about people getting ripped off and everything else. So that's really nice.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't expecting them to say just, send half of what you were offering as well. Like, that wasn't even like a thought in my brain,
No, you thought you were just going to get bent over and dry shafted, Lloyd, didn't you?
I mean, that's what I said to her. It's like, hey, you're a true gent. Okay, there's no many guys out there that would fucking be like, oh, I'll take half of what he's just offered me.
Yeah. That just shows that there is good out there still, even in this fucking pretty fucked up community.
Mm.
And it is.
It's still nice to know that there are people out there that are actually willing to do fair trades, and things like that. I mean, the fact that he even said, like, if that mod does turn up, he'll give you the money back, kind of thing as well.
Yeah, that was another thing. It's like, if it turns up on any of our doors, we can figure it out for there. If it turns up to his door, he's got to send me the £100 back. If it turns up to my door, I can either give him more money for the mod or send it out to them.
Question for you there, Lloyd. I think you're probably the best position to handle that one.
So, as far as I'm aware, they're working on a mod that they're bringing out for Halloween to keep in sort of line with the Death Wish look and feel. So they're bringing the Vaporoni Death Wish is bringing out their first mod and full kit, new RDA, new device.
Please say it's a skeleton stag.
It's not. They're not tying Death Wish directly to Vaporoni.
No, it'll just be Death Wish standalone. And they seem to be releasing a lot of merch at the moment, don't they? There's t-shirts and mugs and all sorts of things rolling out at the minute from Death Wish.
Yeah, so, they're giving a new kicky life completely.
Yeah, but yes, that like Lloyd just said, there is the first Met from the new Death Wish. I suppose that's the best way of putting it.
Yeah,
will be Halloween. So we shall all wait and see. I'm sure Lloyd will probably get one.
I've heard the concept of it. I quite like the sound of it. I heard the concept of the RDA. It's not done wholly.
Okay. But he's going to wiggle on. Jesus Christ.
So, yeah, I might pick one up.
Yeah, Nick, he'll more than likely do that. Sacrilege.
Hey, there's new flavour bangers kicking about now. I've not used an Asgard for a long time.
I never thought you'd say that, Lloyd. That warms me deeply in my heart.
I mean, on the RAF, on top of that, that's a fucking amazing combo.
That isn't a clone, is it?
No. But this wee thing is class. This wee nitrous. It's a proper type chamber, so you're getting
a Cthulhu.
Ooh.
From Death Wish. They're very nice boxes. I quite fancied Nostromo. I quite fancied one of them at one point and never pulled the trigger. But yeah. Mate, try an apocalypse on the atom. Nick, I can't agree more. But Lloyd doesn't like the apocalypse.
No, I just don't own an authentic one.
Oh, yes, I remember that mod. Didn't Paul have one, the Cthulhu?
Yes.
Yes, it was in black, wasn't it, if I remember right? Was it
silver
purple?
with black? No, silver with black. The purple was his Nostromo. I'm going to leave you two to keep the show flowing because I'm going to go break my seal. Good luck, everybody.
He's going to fill that porta potty up.
Because the Asgard's one of the easiest RDAs to work.
It's a bag of shit.
No, it's not.
I liked it for a little bit, and then it was like, yeah.
It's super easy to work.
Yeah, I'm not saying it isn't hard. But, yeah.
You were having spitting issues with it, though, weren't you?
It was spitty, yeah, but I whipped it right.
That comes down to your build, though. Spitting. You must have like slight space in your coils.
Nope.
Just spitting at you.
I don't have space in my coils. I can't. I'm one of them vapors. I do not like having space in between the links. I will always. That's the first thing I do. I heat it up, start crimping them together so there's no gaps, and then I space them.
So then you do space them.
No, I'm about in between the gap in between in the middle,
right.
Not the actual links.
It's not a shite RDA, Nick.
Yeah, it is.
It's not.
Coming from the guy where the national drink is Buck Fizz.
Buck Fizz? You mean Buck Fast?
Or Buck Fast,
whatever. You know what? I thought I'd come back and see you both be sat there silently staring at each other.
I've been doing this show long enough to know, Tay. Carry on. Just about.
Thank God.
Oh, hell yes, I like it tight. What man doesn't?
Jesus Christ, I don't want to know what you've been talking about while I've not been here.
The spaces between the links of the coils.
Is that my second strike coming?
To be honest with me, on the show, my mate, I haven't got a span off air yet. Probably avoiding us.
Always time, Chris. Always time.
Well, my profile's still on risk of permanent ban. That's why you. Yeah, that's why you don't see. I don't post often. I don't want to ban the only profile I've ever owned under my real name.
I've had a ban for a while, actually, off the old Facebook. Right then, guys.
Of the sucker Ted.
Yeah, I think we're going to draw an end a little bit early tonight, and I will share the link in the chat. No, I won't, because I can't. Can I do that?
Oh my
I can
god.
do that. There's the link. It's only you guys that can't comment there, isn't it? Not me.
No, I can comment if I could be bothered to open up a new tab.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But I
Or bring up the YouTube.
And say goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye. Thank you all for dropping by.
Ta-ra a bit.
Goodbye, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Hit the like button and
Come join us in the after show chat.
And come join the after show. Like Chris said, don't need the camera on. And if it's your birthday today, happy birthday. Bye-bye, everybody.
And if it's your wedding day,